evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school baseball. Tonight, the Dover Tornadoes host the Indian Valley Braves, presented by Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and TMK Valley Propane. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Hartzler's Quality Housing, Wood Electric, PAC Drilling, Kime, Moore and Niedenthal, McInturf Realty, and
Tornadoes for Big City Park for the Dover Tornadoes and the Indian Valley Braves. And Shannon, what a beautiful, beautiful day. It's been a beautiful week. Low 80s temperature, not really a cloud in the sky, and a really good baseball weather.
Yeah, this is the perfect baseball weather. Finally got to the end of the season, and these guys finally got some weather to play baseball in.
The last couple games we've done, I think we were dressed for a football game, and we were on the hill in Sugar Creek the last time we were together, and it was a cold one up there. But today we got shorts and polos on, and it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, if you're attending this game live here at Dover Park, you might want to make sure you have some sunscreen with you, because if not, you're going to get sunburned today.
You're going to get sunburned, not windburn or freeze to death. So we are here for the Dover Tornadoes and Indian Valley Braves. Two really good baseball teams on the season. Of course, Indian Valley, they won the IVC last night after their win, and Dover comes into this season 18-3. So two really good baseball teams here today.
Yeah, and Dover comes in at 18-3. Indian Valley comes in at 18-4. They're both state ranked. I think the Tornadoes were 7th, I want to say, in Division I, and the Braves maybe 10th in Division II. I'm not real sure about those numbers. And like you said, Indian Valley picked up the win last night, 8-4 over Tusky Valley. That clinched up the IVC South Championship for them. And I'm not sure how Dover's schedule's been this week. I know Indian Valley's been busy this week. They're going to bounce some players around and get ready for this tournament action next week.
Patchwork pitching staff.
Patchwork pitching staff. We know they're both got to get these games made up and get ready for the tournament, and what better way to do it than play a top caliber team?
Absolutely. It's going to be a good game, of course, here at Dover City at the Ball Diamond. We are just to the right of home plate down the first base line. A beautiful facility. They have the field turf as well, Shannon. What a great looking infield. And of course they have the grass outfield still, but a great looking turf field.
Yeah, they've done a wonderful job up here. They got this turf down pretty quick when they decided to go, so them and Indian Valley both have turf fields this year, just on the infield, though. And
it's, of course, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and TMK Valley Propane brings you high school baseball. Big back, and we'll be joined in the dugout by Indian Valley head coach Shannon McComb. That's after this right here with Big Z Sports.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck. Are you looking for a local propane supplier? TMK Valley Propane would like to offer you and show you how we take the hassle out of your winter heating needs. Give us a call today for a free site evaluation, 330-897-3911.
Back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Indian Valley head coach Shannon McComb. Coach, your ball club getting ready for the tournament run. How do you feel that the Braves are playing right now?
Playing games, we down 4 or 5 runs in the 6th inning and found a way to piece runs together to be able to win the last 2. So, I'm pretty pleased with the way we're playing heading into the tournament next week.
As you get ready for the tournament, what's going to be the message to the guys?
We told them last night, first goal was to win the IVC, and they checked that box last night. So now we just told them second season starts. So starts on Tuesday, 7-game season, and at this point, you lose, you're done. So got to get that perfect 7 wins and hopefully keep going.
Coach, talk about your pitching staff here today. And
we had 2 league games this week that we had to win the IVC. So we got 2 or 3 guys that will be pitching probably a couple innings tonight, and then a lot of rest. They're well coached. The record reflects that. They're always one of the top in the county. So, we're expecting to see really good defense from them, exceptional pitching, and it's going to be a battle.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck here today.
Thank you.
That's Indian Valley head baseball coach Shannon McComb. Joining me in the dugout. Coming up next, I'll be joined in the dugout by Dover head coach Jeff Fondrest, right here with Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Dover head coach Jeff Fondrest. Coach, your ball club getting ready for the tournament run. Do you feel your Tornadoes are playing the
competition again tonight? So that's what it takes going into the tournament.
Coach, obviously you don't know your opponent yet. You'll play the winner of two teams. But what's going to be the message going into that game?
You know, what we tell them all along is that it's not so much the opponent, it's what we do. We got to control what we do, and that's pitch well, play good defense, and get some timely hits.
Coach, last time we did your game, I had you talk about your pitching staff. Talk about your offense.
Yeah, we started off slow this year. I don't know if it was the cold or just not playing on a consistent basis. But, man, we got going the last couple of weeks. The kids are hitting. I haven't seen them play. I just, read the newspaper and from what I talked to other coaches. But they're a good team. They're 18-4 for a reason, ranked in the top 10 in Division II.
And Crimson Tornadoes right here with Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence and every well drilled to maximize.
Welcome back to Dover City Park for the tough side for ball one to the leadoff hitter, Rafe Bonifay, who leads off for the Indian Valley Braves, batting second the first inning. Second pitch in for strike one to Bonifay. We'll run down the rest of the PAC Drilling starting lineups in just a moment. 1-1 pitch, going to be strike two on the outside corner. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bonifay.
Bonifay comes in this game as one of the sure hitters for the Braves with an average of .394.
1-2 pitch, curveball, got him looking for strike three. Nice curveball. Indian McComb in, another curveball over for a strike. Starts out McComb with a curveball for strike one. 0-1 to Tanya McComb, the catcher, son of Shannon McComb, the head coach.
7 average, batted in 25 RBIs.
Another curveball low and outside that time for ball one from Aiden Hall. We talked about Aiden Hall the last time we were on with the Dover Tornadoes against the New Philadelphia. Close and just over the top and almost hits Greg Perkins back there. He gets out of the way, and Sunshine couldn't ask for a better spring baseball game. The 1-2 pitch, another curveball got away. That's going to be high. And the 2-2 pitch. High ball three. The count runs full now to McComb.
Yeah, Hall hits around.
Valley Braves. Now number 21, Gavin Henry, the shortstop, in to the batter's box for the Indian Valley Braves. Look at the defense real quick. Brandon Shepler at third, Matt Dumermuth at short, Ethan Kelliker at second, Tyler Little at first, Connor McGarry behind the plate, and of course Aiden Hall on the mound today for the Dover Tornadoes as Hall flips over to first to try to get
84 for the Braves.
Henry's a little Mr. Do-It-Everything. He can play short, he catches, he can play the outfield. Swing and a miss there from Gavin Henry. They've run the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Runner on first, Tanya McComb after working a walk. Lead over first. Hall throws back over. Head first slide back into first by McComb. He is safe under the tag of Little. Tornadoes. Fastball pumped in there for strike two to Gavin Henry. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the junior shortstop for the Indian Valley Braves.
Hall, listen to the coach.
Be running. Score for Aiden Hall for the Braves, who, as Shannon and I talked about, has a kind of a patchwork pitching staff. Home on first.
Yeah.
Who takes it, steps on second, and that will do it. So a ground out to the short first. Back with the bottom of the first after this with Big Z Sports.
And we are now offering appliances. At Keim, you'll find major kitchen and laundry appliance brands such as General Electric, Whirlpool, Speed Queen, and much more. Our sales and service teams can help with product selection, delivery, installation, ongoing maintenance, and repair. Give us a call or stop by today. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
and the Hartzer's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. We're going to take a look at the PAC Drilling starting lineups for the Dover Tornadoes. First, number 2, Ethan Kelliker. He's at second base. Number 3, Aiden Hall. He's on the mound for the Tornadoes. Number 22, Mason Stoltz, base. Number 21, Connor McGarry. He is behind the plate today and batting 6th. Batting 7th, number 9, the shortstop, Matt Dumermuth. Batting 8th, number 12, Tyler Little. He's at first base. And number 14, James Leggett rounds out the order, and he's in left field. Again, Kelliker, Hall, Stolt, Kelliker, Shepler, McGarry, Dumermuth, Little, and Leggett for the Dover Tornadoes. And take a look at the defense real quick for the Indian Valley Braves. Brogan Bircher in left field, Rafe Bonifay in center field, Cam Guspit in right field, Jackson Bircher at third, Gavin Henry at short, Trevor Myers at second, Cole Lancaster at first, and Kenyon McComb at the catcher spot for the Indian Valley Braves. And, of course, on the mound today is Cale Coachman. I believe Coachman's a junior.
Yes, Coachman's a junior.
No score here, bottom of the first, between Indian Valley and the Dover Tornadoes. Ethan Kelliker steps in, bats from the right side, and wears number 2. Of course, Dover, and they're all white with the crimson and black. First pitch from Coachman, grounded to short, and it is flipped on to first by Henry for out number 1. So a ground out by Kelliker on the first pitch here in the bottom of the first.
Henry did a nice job digging that ball out there in the hole, but I think Kelliker's speed just about got him in position to make a play. But
Kelliker's quick, getting down the line for the Tornadoes. Now Aiden Hall, number 3, the pitcher, batting second here today for the Dover Tornadoes. The first pitch from Coachman. Going to be just a little bit low for ball 1.
Hall comes into this game batting .416 for the Tornadoes.
Aiden Hall has done a little bit of everything for the Dover Tornadoes athletic department. Now he flies one out to right field, and it is going to be foul ball down the right field line and out of play by Aiden Hall. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, Aiden Hall shared time at quarterback this year as a senior with T.C. Malk for the football team. Played a big pivotal role in the basketball program, guard, forward, point guard, everything for the Tornadoes, and now here pitcher for the Dover Tornadoes baseball team. High and outside for ball 2.
He's one of those all-around athletes that you see come along, very often. I mean, anybody had one a couple years ago in Cade Williams, and Dover has one in Hall this year.
Curveball on the outside for ball 3 to Aiden Hall. Now 3 balls and 1 strike to the senior pitcher for the Tornadoes. Hall wears number 3 here in a baseball uniform. Dover, of course, and they're all whites, crimson and black striped down the side, red numerals trimmed in black on their uniforms. The 3-1 pitch going to be outside for ball 4. Aiden Hall works a walk from Cale Coachman. Now into the batter's box, number 22, Mason Stolt. He plays center field today for the Dover Tornadoes. When we did the New Philadelphia and Dover game back a couple of weeks ago, Stolt put one out of Tuscarora Park, out in center field. He put a shot and drove it out of here. First delivery from Coachman, strike 1 to Mason Stolt.
Well, Stolt comes in this game batting .477 with 5 home runs on the season.
That one he hit against Philly was a bomb. I mean, it might have hit the building here in center field at Dover City Park. As they fire over to first base to try to get Aiden Hall, and he is back head first, and he is safe. But the count to Mason Stolt, no ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Aiden Hall on first. The next pitch is going to be popped up and out of play for strike 2 on Mason Stolt. Windy a little bit, maybe blowing left to right a little bit here at Dover City Park. Beautiful facility here for the Tornadoes. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Nice block there by McComb, the catcher for the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, Hall seen it hit the dirt. He got a quick jump, but nice job by McComb to stop it and gets Hall back to first base.
You're used to saying hit the dirt, but nowadays you may have to say hit the turf. That's what happened. Another curveball in the dirt. This one gets past McComb and all the way to the backstop. Aiden Hall advances to second on the pass ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Mason Stolt. McComb trots out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, Coachman. Get on the same page here. Maybe Stolt expected something else, or maybe they're talking about signs with a runner on second. Change it up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Hall on second. Coachman throws it again in the dirt, trying to get Stolt to chase it, and Stolt does not chase it. It runs the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Aiden Hall on second after he walked and moved to second on a pass ball. Swing and a miss by Mason Stolt on an off-speed pitch. So Cale Coachman comes back and gets Mason Stolt to strike out for out number 1.
Nice job by Coachman there to bring the off-speed pitch. Stolt took a big swing at it and just about fell to the ground. He took such a cut at it.
Excuse me, that was out number 2 of the inning. Kelliker grounded out to the shortstop to lead off the inning. Those 2 outs. Nolan Kelliker now, the right fielder, steps in for the Tornadoes. Bats from the left side. Wears number 13. Hall still on second after a walk and a pass ball to get him to second. Another off-speed pitch in the dirt or off the turf. Nice block there by McComb for ball 1.
Kelliker comes into this game 277 for the Tornadoes.
That ball was roped into the gap into left field. That's going to score Aiden Hall from second base as Nolan Kelliker lines a single into left center field to get the Tornadoes on the board, 1-0.
That's Kelliker's 13th RBI for the season.
Now Brandon Shepler steps in, the third baseman, bats from the left side, wears number 6 for the Tornadoes. Coachman's first pitch in there for strike 1 to Shepler. Kelliker gets a nice lead from first. Off-speed pitch. The bat is flipped out. The left fielder coming on. Shortstop out is Gavin Henry, and he actually makes the catch in shallow left field for out number 3. Nice range by the shortstop, Gavin Henry, to end the inning. But 1 run and a hit. And after 1, Dover leads 1-0. Back with more after this with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 5 years, I have been recognized as one of the top 5 producers in the state of Ohio, according to the Ohio Association of Realtors. I am honored to receive such recognition, and I owe it all to the members of this community who have trusted me for over 30 years with the purchase and sale of their homes. When you're ready to make your move, make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas for high school baseball. Big thanks to Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and TMK Valley Propane for bringing you this presentation of high school baseball here with Big Z Sports. Also, big thanks to Claxon Communications, Lydia Brady, Greg Perkins on the controls today for Claxon Communications. Of course, I think Casey might have taken a day off today. I don't see him here at the ballpark, so he may have not been able to get his hall pass. And so Casey is not with us today, but always here in spirit. Of course, Casey Claxon, the owner of Claxon Communications. But Shannon, a nice inning there for the Tornadoes. They get a hit and get a run, and they kind of manufactured a run, a little bit of walk. Got Aiden Hall to second on a pass ball, and a nice hit there from Kelliker to score the run.
Yeah, Coachman come out there. He had a couple pitches get in the turf, and he got calmed down a little bit there, but, Dover offense did what they had to do. And this, 1 run means a lot right now.
For sure. Number 1, Cole Lancaster, the first baseman, steps in now to face Aiden Hall, and he takes the bat off his shoulder as the pitch is delivered, and a curveball is over for strike 1 from Aiden Hall. Aiden Hall again, a quick mover here. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball drops off the table, and Lancaster swings over the top of it for strike 2.
Lancaster's batting average is .227 this year.
0-2 pitch. Going to be outside. Tried to get him to chase, and Lancaster did not bite on that one. Nice waist pitch there from Aiden Hall.
Cole, one of the 3 seniors on this Braves team. They're a fairly young team.
Seems like Cole's been here for a long time for Indian Valley. And it looks like he just struck out on the outside corner, hung his hat, did not agree with that call, but he's back to the dugout now with out number 1. Now Brogan Bircher steps in. He wears number 24 and is in left field today for the Indian Valley Braves.
Brogan batting .385 on the year.
First pitch from Hall. Going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0, top of the second inning. Dover leads Indian Valley on an RBI single from Nolan Kelliker that scored Aiden Hall. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed by Bircher. Runs the count even to 1-1. That ball is high and outside for ball 2 to Bircher. If they get something going here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, going to be outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch swung on and fouled off for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Dumermuth, the shortstop for the Tornadoes.
Dumermuth with a .237 batting average on the
2 strikes now to Dumermuth. McGarry struck out to lead off the top of the second on to first, and that's going to be out number 2 for
if Gavin would have had any trouble
Tyler Little into the batter's box now. He wears number 12. Back at the bottom of the second inning, 1-0. Dover leads Indian Valley here at Dover City Park, the home of the Dover Tornadoes. It'll be ball 2 to Tyler Little, high and inside. That ball is going to be shortstop. Gavin Henry ranges out to shallow center field and makes the over-the-head catch. We've seen 2 great catches here today for Gavin Henry, and that's going to do it here in the bottom of the second inning as the Dover Tornadoes go 1-2-3. Back with the third after this with Big Z Sports.
U.S. Bagging provides the pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves!
Indian Valley Braves in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Season getting ready for tournament action beginning next week. But
Hagen, the basketball player, he quit playing baseball after his 8th grade year, and he finally come back out his senior year.
The 0-1 pitch is going to be that off-speed pitch that Aiden Hall's been hitting on his spots all day long for strike 2.
Hagen comes into this game with a .353 batting average.
The 0-2 pitch got him buckled, but the umpire says it's just high for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. It's a speed pitch and just misses again. Aiden Hall wanted that call on the mound. The Braves wearing their ball 3. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, we got 2 well-dressed teams today. Both uniforms looking sharp.
Absolutely. Swung on and missed for strike number 10, Trevor Myers, the second in the top of the 3rd inning. Swing. Empty on the second swing as well. Now he's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes to Trevor Myers, the second baseman. Wide receiver for the football team. Ball 1 high and inside from Aiden Hall.
Myers with a .418 batting average on the season.
For Myers, and that's out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd.
I think Trevor knew that was a strike before it ever hit the glove. He already turned to start jogging away.
I noticed that as well. Aiden Hall tries to throw that off-speed pitch. That one got away from him a little, puts a good swing on it, but it goes out of play for strike 1.
Bonifay comes to the
next pitch, going to be high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1. The 2-1 in the top of the 3rd inning. Aiden Hall gets the call there. Strike two, runs the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Rafe Bonifay. And a payoff pitch. It's going to be low and outside for ball 4. Bonifay on first after the walk. Second walk of the day issued by Aiden Hall. Aiden Hall has 7 strikeouts on the day already, but 2 walks here. Bonifay on first after the walk. Tanyan McComb, who walked back in the first inning and was stranded after a ground out by Coachman. Fires over to first, and Bonifay gets back with a head first slide.
So out of 8 possible outs right now, he's got 7 Ks.
For strike 1. No balls, 1 strike for Tanyan McComb, the catcher. Again, he walked back in the first inning. Like you said, Shannon, 7 strikeouts of possible 9 outs. As Bonifay takes off for second, the throw is high from McGarry. And McComb gets into second, or I'm sorry, Bonifay gets into second after the stolen base.
Bonifay trying to get himself in scoring position now. Hopefully Tanyan can knock him in here and tie this game up.
Tanyan with a chance with a duck on the pond at second after Bonifay's stolen base. The 1-1 pitch going to be high and outside for ball 2.
Tanyan has 25 RBIs on the season.
Top of the order, getting it done for the Indian Valley Braves, knocking runs in here on the season. 18-4 is Indian Valley. They're 11-1 in the IVC South, or 11-1 in the IVC. IVC South champions. They clinched that yesterday. To 2-1 pitch, just outside for ball 3. Bonifay on second after a walk and batter in a row here in the inning. Second walk of the day for Tanyan McComb. He's for out number 2 in the top of the first inning.
Gavin got 24 RBIs.
Hall struggling to maybe find the strike zone a little bit here in the latter half of the third inning. Swing and a miss by Gavin Henry. Runs the count even to 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, off-speed pitch, just outside for ball 2. Little banner between coaches and umpire there, as you may have picked up on the mic. 2-1 pitch swung on and missed by Gavin Henry. Runs the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter for the Braves. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild. Runners on first and second. Here at the top of the third. We swung on and missed. And another strikeout for Aiden Hall as he gets Gavin Henry for this. Dover leads Indian Valley. Back after this.
With Designer Stone Company in Port Washington. They offer granite and quartz countertops. Company is on Facebook and conveniently located on State Route 36 in Port Washington.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas, and our Heart Source Quality Housing mobile studios for Big Z Sports. And a big thanks to Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, TMK Valley Propane, and, of course, all of our sponsors here for high school baseball and softball this spring. We appreciate each and every one of them. And, of course, the work that Claxon Communications does for our video live stream. If you haven't checked it out, folks, make sure you do. Jump over to our Facebook page, WTUZ Big Z Sports, and our YouTube channel, WTUZ Big Z Sports on YouTube. You can see a live stream of the game as it's happening. Don't have to worry about a delay with us because we're going to have it live for you on our YouTube channel or Facebook. If you can't make it out to the ball game or you have relatives out of town that would like to catch the ball game, you can definitely do that with Big Z Sports. And big thanks to Claxon Communications for that. And the third inning, Dover leads 1-0 over Indian Valley. James Leggett, the left fielder, wears number 14, steps into the right-handed batter's box and waits on.
Not sure what the reason was behind that, but with the batting average of .714 and what he has played in.
Out in front of that off-speed pitch, but he finally look at his stats again and make sure I get this right. He's played in 13 games, has 14 at-bats, 10 hits on the season. Off-speed pitch, low and away for ball 1. Doubles, count even at 2 balls. Nope, they're calling it 3 balls and 1 strike now to Leggett. That was a full count. I thought it was. I tricked myself and followed the scoreboard, and I shouldn't have done that as Leggett strikes out looking on an off-speed pitch from Coachman for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ethan Kelliker now steps into the plate for the Dover Tornadoes. He grounded out to shortstop back in the bottom of the 1st inning. First pitch, going to be low and outside for ball 1.
Kelliker has 13 RBIs on the season for the Tornadoes.
High and outside today for the Crimson Tornadoes. 2-0 pitch, another off-speed pitch. Going to be strike 1. Balls 1 strike here for Cale Coachman on the hill for the Indian Valley Braves. 2-1 pitch, off-speed pitch, high and outside for ball 3. Side, ball 4. As Kelliker walks to first and comes in. Number 3, Aiden Hall, the pitcher for the Dover Tornadoes. He walked, got to second on a pass ball, and scored the lone run here in the ball game off the bat of Nolan Kelliker. RBI single back in the top of the first or bottom of the 1st inning. First pitch going to be swung on and popped out to right field. It's going to drop for a base hit for Aiden Hall. As Kelliker holds up at second, wasn't sure if it was going to drop or not, so he got a late start to second, but he gets there safely. Aiden Hall at first now after the base hit off of Cale Coachman. 2 runners on now, first and second. Hall on first, Kelliker on second. Mason Stolt now batting for the Dover Tornadoes. He struck out swinging for out number 2 there in the bottom of the 1st inning. Curveball that's driven out to left field, right at the left fielder Bircher, and he makes the catch, gets the ball back in quickly for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd.
I was just getting ready to say, I think Stoltz wanted to add to those 30 RBIs on the year, but nice shot, but just right to Brogan Bircher.
So Nolan Kelliker is 1 for 1 on the day. RBI single back in the bottom of the. Aiden Hall occupying first. Off-speed pitch down and low for ball 1.
Nice job.
Position, but he did a nice job, like you said, Shannon, of stopping that ball. Next pitch going to be fouled off back behind us and behind home plate for strike 1.
Nice crowd here at Dover Park today. Big grandstand full behind us. Up and down the baselines are full.
Beautiful day for a high school baseball game. Next pitch, be strike 2 to Nolan Kelliker. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the cleanup hitter for the Tornadoes. Kelliker wears number 13, bats from the left side for Jeff Fondress Club. 1-2 pitch, swung on and driven down the left field line, but that's going to be foul and out of play, and the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kelliker got the only RBI of the game right now.
He did that back in the bottom of the 1st on an RBI single to left field. Runners on first and second. The 1-2 pitch. Gonna be high and outside for ball 2. Runners on first and second. They'll be on the move with the pitch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Full count, runners moving, and it's going to be fouled off and out of play. The count remains full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Base hit will score definitely 1. 1 in the gap, probably will score 2 here for the Tornadoes as the runners get the break on the pitch. With 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. And the payoff pitch is going to be swung on and missed, and Coachman gets out of it with a strikeout of Nolan Kelliker. So 2 left after the 3rd. Back with more high school baseball with Big Z Sports after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Big thanks to TMK Valley Propane, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, for bringing you this high school baseball. The 4th inning, 1-0 Dover leads. Aiden Hall has been masterful on the mound with 8 big strikeouts. Got in a little bit of trouble in the top of the 3rd, but got out of it with his 8th strikeout of the ballgame. 8 of 9 outs via the strikeout today for the Dover Tornado pitcher.
Yeah, where he's been more precise, Coachman's had to work a little bit more for his.
Yeah.
Coachman did a good job there getting out, but Aiden's on right now, and he's got a lot of off-speed stuff that's working for him, and what little bit of defense that he needs, they'll be ready for him.
Cale Coachman, now the pitcher for the Indian Valley Braves. He grounded out to the shortstop on a fielder's choice. Grounded into a fielder's choice, I should say, as it retired McComb at second back in the 1st inning. First pitch to him is going to be low and outside for ball 1. Coachman done a nice job on the hill today. 4 strikeouts for the Braves. And it was over the fence for strike 1. Strike here, top of the 4th inning, 1-0. Dover leads Indian Valley. Off-speed pitch. Whew.
Where's that at? Outside?
For ball 2. Breaking away for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Coachman. 1-0. Dover leads Indian Valley. 3-1 pitch, grounded to second. Fielded and on to Little for out number 1 by Kelliker. The 2nd inning to lead off the inning. He struck out along with 8 other teammates that he has in the lineup with him today. Or 7 other teammates, I should say. First pitch. Ooh, I don't know where that missed, but it was called ball 1 to Cole Lancaster. 1-0 pitch from Hall in the dirt for ball 2. Seems like the strike zone's tightened up a little bit here later in the game. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Hall was hitting the corners early, and now they're missing the corner here in the middle innings. Oh, no. You don't want to take one in the ear hole by any means. 3 balls, no strikes. That's going to be strike 1. That was a take all the way. 1 pitch. Going to be ball 4 as Lancaster draws a walk from Aiden Hall. 3rd walk of the day. Make it the 4th walk of the day for Aiden Hall.
McGarry going to go out to the mound and talk to his pitcher. Calm him down, get on the same page.
1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. A ground ball. Ground out from Cale Coachman to the 2nd baseman, Kelliker, to lead off here at the top of the 4th. A walk follows that ground out to Lancaster. Cole.
2-2.
Bircher wears number 24 and plays left field for the Braves. He struck out swinging. 1 out, top of the 4th. 1-0. Dover leads.
Brogan Bircher, just a junior for the Braves. He comes in with 13 RBIs on us.
Just a little courtesy throw over saying, hey, I know you're over here. Don't get to Bircher. Runs the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Brogan Bircher.
I think Brogan was upset at himself at swinging at that one.
Indian Valley doing a nice job on these pitches that are missing from Aiden Hall, not to chase them. Indian Valley, for the most part, has been pretty disciplined in the 3rd and 4th innings, but he gets Bircher to strike out. Now Jackson Bircher steps into the plate for the Braves. He struck out looking to end the 2nd inning. Lancaster still on first after the walk as Bircher.
13 RBIs and 1 home run on the season.
Bright future for Jackson Bircher and the Indian Valley Braves. The 0-1 pitch again. Like he squared around And he pulls it back in time. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Bircher. Got a timeout here as head coach. Jeff Fonders is headed out to the mound to talk to his senior right-hander, Aiden Hall.
Are you looking for a local propane supplier? TMK Valley Propane would like to offer you our hassle-free guarantee. We can provide you excellent service with automatic fill options, budget plans, and easy delivery. Let TMK show you how we take the hassle out of your winter heating needs. Give us a call today for a free site evaluation, 330-897-3911.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Back to Dover City Park as Jeff Fonders makes a trip out to the mound to talk to his senior right-hander, Aiden Hall, and now he's back in the count at 2 balls and no strikes to Jackson Bircher. The 2-0 pitch going to be over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Lancaster on first after the walk. Balls, 2 strikes to Jackson Bircher. He's 0 for 1, struck out looking back in the second inning. Lancaster takes off, swing and a miss by Bircher, and that's going to be out number 3. Dover 1, Indian Valley nothing. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Commercial and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas here for the Indian Valley Braves and Dover Crimson Tornadoes. Big thanks to Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and TMK Valley Propane, your sponsors for today's game and broadcast. Of course, Hartford's Quality Housing, all of our great sponsors with Big Z Sports. We appreciate what they do for us to allow us to bring you these games. 4th inning, Dover leads 1-0. Aiden Hall doing it on the mound. He has 10 strikeouts, has walked 4 today, but getting out of it when he does.
Going to get us out of here early, it looks like.
I know, right? It's 5:46, and we've been going at it 46 minutes, and the first pitch is driven back up the middle for a base hit by Brandon Shepler for the single for the Dover Tornadoes. Shepler popped out to Gavin Henry back in the first inning, but gets a sharp base hit up the middle to lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Tornadoes. Now Connor and misses it for strike 1.
Gary has 14 RBIs on the season with 1 home run.
McGarry going to play a little small ball, I think. They're going to try to get this runner over to first. He drops down a bunt right in front of the plate. McComb takes it, fires it to second. Oh, and it's off the glove. Off the glove of the fielder. It looks like it was the second baseman, Trevor Myers, covering second, and it was. So I'm going to give the error on Myers on that, as he should have caught that. It would have been an easy out.
I don't know if Myers was thinking double play. That's why he just off the tip of his glove. Great job by McComb to get out, to pick up the ball. Nice throw to the second base. Just an error, advance the runner.
So runners now on first and second after the error by Trevor Myers at second. Another bunt attempt, this time by Matt Dumermuth, the shortstop for the Tornadoes. He grounded out to the shortstop back in the bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and second with nobody out here for the Tornadoes. Have something going against Coachman. Coachman's still in there, bottom of the 4th inning. Doing a nice job, been pretty effective here today against the Tornadoes. The ball, 1 strike now to Matt Dumermuth, the shortstop for the Tornadoes. Corner in tight is Lancaster. He's way in tight, protected against the bunt. Going to probably try to get the runner out at third. Another bunt, they're going to fire back, and this time Myers catches it and applies the tag, but McGarry gets back just in time with a head-first slide. Nice play there by the Indian Valley Braves. Try to get the runner leaning a little bit as Myers snuck in behind him at first. Lancaster way up, going for the bunt, and that ball is deadened, and he's going to fire to third, and he gets him, at third base. Nice play there by Tanyan McComb, the catcher for the Indian Valley Braves, that goes 2-5 on the putout.
2 plays in a row. McComb got out from behind the plate quick, made 2 good throws.
That's going to bring in Tyler Little, the first baseman for the Tornadoes. He popped out to the shortstop, Gavin Henry. His last time up, curveball right over the heart of the plate for strike 1. So we're going to have Connor McGarry now on second. Matt Dumermuth on first. After the 2-5 put out to no balls and 2 strikes. The Dover Athletic Program had a lot of seniors on their 3 major sports on the boys' side, basketball, baseball, and football. A lot of seniors leaving the program this season. A lot of the same guys, though, play football, basketball, baseball. They star in the 3 sports. So Dover losing a lot of talent on those 3 sports. Ball's going to be popped up. Cole Lancaster calling for it, and he has it in foul territory for out number 2 off the bat of Tyler Little. James Leggett now batting for the Dover Tornadoes. He struck out looking back in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the first out of the inning. 2 outs here as Leggett takes strike 1 on the corner. Matt Dumermuth on first, Connor McGarry on second. 2 out, and he struck out looking back in the bottom of the 3rd. One pitch. The Dover Tornadoes, they have 2 runners left. And after 4.
Owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Located in the rolling hills of Holmes County, Keim Home Center is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. And we are now offering appliances. At Keim, you'll find major kitchen and laundry appliance brands such as General Electric, Whirlpool, Speed Queen, and much more. Our sales and service teams can help with product selection, delivery, installation, ongoing maintenance, and repair. Give us a call or stop by today. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas for some high school baseball action today between the Dover Tornadoes and Indian Valley Braves. We're on the top of the 5th inning. Strikeouts on the day for the senior right-hander.
Yeah, he's done a great job on the mound today, and he's going to have to keep doing that because the Braves to help yourself.
Bottom of the order for the Braves here in the top of the 5th, 8, 9, and 1. Lucas Hagan leads it off the DH. Where's number 6? Bats from the left side for the Braves. The first pitch to Hagan. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Hagan struck out swinging on a 3-2 pitch his last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed again for strike 2. Aiden Hall does a nice job with his off-speed pitches, and he pumps the ball in there, and I bet mid to upper 80s off the right arm of Aiden Hall. High and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kind of a waste pitch there, I think, trying to get Hagan to chase. Hagan did a nice job to be patient there on the 0-2 pitch. It out and throws on to first to complete the strikeout after Hagan swung and missed. Number 10, Trevor Myers now batting for the Braves. He struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. Now the 0-1 pitch from Aiden Hall. The right center field for out number 2 here in the 5th.
Yeah, the center fielder gave a long chase for that one, but he was already committed, so he just kept on coming.
Now back to the top of the order, Rafe Bonifay. Rafe reached on a walk on his last at-bat, stole second, but was stranded there. He struck out in his first at-bat, so officially he's 0 for 1 as he takes the first pitch, strike one on the corner. Two outs here, top of the fifth inning. Dover leads 1-0 over Indian Valley. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled off for strike two to Rafe Bonifay. Hayden Hall did a nice job throughout the game here. He's kind of settled down in the third and the fourth inning. Kind of gotten a little bit of trouble. Shannon walked a couple guys, got a couple runners on, but was able to get out. The 0-2 pitch off speed in the dirt for ball one. Nice job by Bonifay to lay off of that pitch.
Yeah, you know, like you said, third and fourth inning, he got off a little bit, and he's making quick work in this inning.
So the 1-2 pitch now to Bonifay. High and inside for ball two. Walked and has a stolen base here on the day. 2-2 pitch. High and outside. He walked his last time up, so that would be number 14. This could be number 15 if he gets the walk here. And this time he puts bat on ball, and he drives it out to right center field as Mason Stolt is over and makes the catch for out number 3.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 5 years, I have been recognized as one of the top 5 producers in the state of Ohio, according to the Ohio Association of Realtors. I am honored to receive such recognition, and I owe it all to the members of this community who have trusted me for over 30 years with the purchase and sale of their homes. When you're ready to make your move, make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
U.S. Bagging provides the pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden-Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves!
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas with Big Z Sports as we are here for high school baseball in action thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. We're in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios, and of course, coming up after the game, our Keim Home Center post-game show and our McInturf Realty Player of the Game as the first pitch into Ethan Kelliker is high and inside for ball one. It's going to go Kelliker, Hall, and Stolt to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning here at Dover. Kelliker gets the bat on the ball and flies out to left fielder Brogan Bircher for out number one.
That ball got way up in the sky. Brogan had all kinds of time to stare at it.
Now batting is Aiden Hall, the pitcher for the Dover Tornadoes. He walked and singled here in the ball game. He scored the lone run of the ball game as he walked, went to second on a pass ball, and scored after an RBI single from Nolan Kelliker. Curveball low and outside for ball
in this game.
The 1-0 pitch going to be Mason Stolt in the on-deck circle for the Dover Tornadoes. They get that next batter up. It'd be Nolan Kelliker following him. Two balls, one strike to Aiden Hall here at the bottom of the fifth inning. Dover leads 1-0. 2-1 pitch down and in the dirt for 3 balls and 1 strike now to Aiden Hall. Aiden walked once here in the ball game and got a single back in the third inning. Going to be high and in. So he is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging back in the first, and he lined out to the left fielder back in the third inning. Stolt has some power here as 5 home runs coming into the ball game. Nolan Kelliker on deck for the Tornadoes as Stolt takes it for strike one.
I think Stolt thought that one was a little high. You know, it was borderline, but call goes for Coachman.
Coachman gets ahead and some barking from the dugout from the Dover Tornadoes as they didn't like the call on strike two. Can't say that I don't disagree. Ground ball to third base. Picks it, fires it to third, and another throw in the dirt gets away from second baseman Trevor Myers and allows Aiden Hall to get into second base safe. What if I give the air to the third baseman or the second baseman there, Shannon? What do you want to say? What do you say on that? E4 or E5?
I think it was an E5. But
E5. So I'm going to give the air to the third baseman there. Allows the runner to get on. Mason stole it first now. Aiden Hall at second. One out here in the bottom of the fifth as Kelliker takes the first pitch. Is caught by the center fielder Bonifay all the way in to shallow shortstop off the bat of Nolan Kelliker.
Well, for the second,
Shepler. Brandon. As they try to throw it over to first base, and as the Tornado bench is having some fun with Lancaster and Coachman on the hill. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2 runners on. Hall on second. Loses the grip as he goes to throw it to third, and Aiden Hall gets a stolen base there on the pitch. So 1 ball, they're calling that a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2. Brandon Shepler. Shepler, 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled back for strike 2. 2 outs here, bottom of the fifth inning. Runner on first by the error by the third base. Ball in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, count even now. Now he drives one to left center field as the left fielder Bircher struggled left, and after 5, Dover leads 1-0. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Make your dream home a reality with Designer Stone Company in Port Washington. They offer granite and quartz countertops, custom made to fit your home. Explore Designer Showroom to discover the possibilities for your new kitchen or bath. The Designer Stone Company is on Facebook and can be...
Tuscarawas Insurance Agency for bringing you this broadcast today of Dover and Indian Valley and Boys High School baseball. 1-0, top of the 6th inning. The Dover Tornadoes lead with Aiden Hall on the mound for the Tornadoes. And the order this inning, the 6th inning, for the Braves.
That's the heart of the Braves lineup right there. You know, so if you're going to make something happen, you need to do it now.
11 strikeouts on the day for Aiden Hall. 4 walks. Doing a nice job on the mound. The senior right-hander. For one final meeting there at the mound as Tanya McComb steps in now, the catcher for the Braves. He has walked twice. He has no official at-bats here on the day for the Braves. 2 walks for McComb. First pitch swinging, pops it up. Going to be the shortstop, Dumermuth. Makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. He struck out both times today. For the Braves. Braves trail 1-0 here at top of the 6th inning to Dover. First pitch swung, gets the ball to the plate quickly, mid to upper 80s. Nice breaking ball. That was strike 2. Corner. No balls, 2 strikes to Henry.
He'll take that as a compliment.
They're going to get their signals and make sure we're good here. No balls, 2 strikes to Gavin Henry. Again, 0 for 2 on the day, struck out twice. Aiden Hall with 11 strikeouts on the day. 4 walks, but 11 strikeouts for the senior right-hander. Now he's back on the mound, gets the sign from McGarry, and now fires the 0-2 pitch. Patient, and they can really see the strike zone pretty well. The 1-2 pitch, he is going to swing and miss for strike 3 and out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Cale Coachman now batting for the Braves. He grounded out to the shortstop and grounded out to the second baseman in consecutive at-bats. First pitch from Hall. Curveball, strike one. Player of the game. The 0-1 pitch going to be low and out.
He knows where Coachman's going to put it.
Two balls, one strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Going to be high and inside for ball three. Again, Coachman 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop and grounded out to the second baseman. In consecutive at-bats for Coachman. And 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Dover leads 1-0 over Indian Valley. The 3-2 pitch, high and inside for ball 4. Walk number 5 of the day for Aiden Hall. Going to bring in Cole Lancaster, the first.
1-1.
Runner on first, that's going to be Coachman after the walk. Hall delivers. Inside. No balls, 1 strike to Cole Lancaster. Off-speed pitch. It's baffled the Braves hitters. Fires over to first. And he's back safely as Coachman. For the 6th inning, Dover leads 1-0. The 0-2 pitch. That ball is stung into right to keep the runner from advancing to second and Coachman. But that is the first hit of the ball game from the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, you didn't want to jinx him earlier. You didn't talk about it, so now you can talk about it. It's been broke, and we can't blame Joe for it.
To Cole Lancaster. Now runners on first and second. That next pitch is going to be high and inside for ball 1.
To try to make something happen.
The 1-1 pitch on the outside corner for strike 2 to Brogan Bircher. And the 1-2 pitch. And Coachman on second. Lancaster on first after the first hit of the ball game for the Braves here in the top of the 6th inning. Hall steps off again. Now the 1-2 pitch. Curveball over the corner for strike 3 and out number 3 here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 hit, 2 runners left. And after 5.5, 1-0 Dover over Indian Valley. Back after this on Big Z Sports.
For your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
Are you looking for a local propane supplier? TMK Valley Propane would like to offer you our hassle-free guarantee. We can provide you excellent service with automatic fill options, budget plans, and easy delivery. Let TMK show you how we take the hassle out of your winter heating needs.
TMK, service with a personal touch.
Sports high school baseball presentation of the Dover Tornadoes and Indian Valley Braves. 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dover leads over the Braves. Coachman still on the mound for the Indian Valley Braves. Aiden Hall on the mound for the Dover Tornadoes. But the Dover Tornadoes going to have 6, 7, and 8. McGarry, Dumermuth, and Little. McGarry struck out and reached on an error today. He is 0 for 2. Was stranded on second, back in the 5th. Back in the 6th inning, or 4th inning, excuse me. First pitch from Coachman. Taken for low and outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, again, low and outside for ball 2.
McGarry with that 300 batting average on the year with 14 RBIs and 1 home run.
Coachman's 2-0 pitch swung on and dribbled back to him at the mound. He fields, takes his time, fires to first for out number 1. It's going to go 1-3 on the putout for out number 1. And grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. Doomer lines a single into left.
Tornadoes with 1 out, 1 on now. Dumermuth on first base.
Tyler Little, the first baseman, now batting for the Dover Tornadoes. He is 0 for 2. Pop out to shortstop, pop out to the first baseman. Runner on first. Coachman's delivery. Going to be an off-speed pitch. First strike one. Nice, beautiful day, beautiful evening now here in Dover. Next pitch going to be driven out to center field, bottom base. James Leggett now batting for the Tornadoes. He is 0 for 2 on the day, struck out looking and grounded out to the third baseman. We have 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th inning. Runner on first, that's Dumermuth. First pitch swinging by Leggett. An issue there, and that's going to be an E6 on the pitch, or running on the swing of the bat.
Happens like that, it sometimes follows up with a run, and the Braves don't need that right now. You know, they're running out of time to try to tie this game up.
So that's going to go back to the top of the order now, and Ethan Kelliker. Kelliker is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Coachman's done a nice job on the mound today for the Braves. First pitch going to be high and inside for ball 1.
3 errors on it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now as the next pitch was high and inside. Two-0 pitch, going to hit him. Did it hit him? No, it did not hit him, says the home plate umpire. It's going to run the count to 3 balls and 3 balls and no strikes now to the leadoff man, Ethan Kelliker, the second baseman. Again, 0 for 2. Has walked here on the day. The 3-0 pitch, going to be high and outside for ball 4. That's going to load the bases for the Tornadoes and bring Aiden Hall to the plate. By Cole Lancaster as well.
Cole come over with a smile on his face and laughing. You know, he's always the one that
try to get out of the inning. 2 outs here. Bases loaded for the Dover Tornadoes, and Aiden Hall at the plate for the Tornadoes. He's 1 for 1, has 2 walks on the day, takes strike 1 on the breaking ball. Aiden Hall scored the lone run of the ball game way back in the first inning. He singled and walked since then. The 0-1 pitch. And that ball is going to be driven into center field for a base hit. That's going to score 1. That's going to score another as number 14, James Leggett, scores from second base. And the Tornadoes now lead 3-0 over Indian Valley after the RBI single from Aiden Hall. Both of those runs are going to be unearned to Cale Coachman after the 2-out error by Gavin Henry kept the inning alive for the Tornadoes and allowed the Tornadoes to score, and that's going to be it for Cale and pitch for the Indian Valley Braves. So we got 6. Dover leads 3-0 back with more after this with Big.
Over 30 years, they are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its
Welcome back to Dover City Park, and Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. A pitching change has taken place for the Indian Valley. Cam Guspit does Shannon McComb, the pitcher.
The Braves.
So Mason Stolt now batting for the Dover Tornadoes with runners on first and second and 2 outs. 3-0. Mason Stolt on the day, 0 for 3. Struck out, lined out to left field, and reached on an error in his last at bat. The 1-0 pitch going to be outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Mason Stolt. That ball is going to be in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes now to Mason Stolt, the center fielder for the Dover Tornadoes. Now the 3-0 pitch. Batter, Stolt. That's going to bring in Nolan Kelliker, the right fielder. First, Nolan Kelliker up. He is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single back in the first inning. Again, bases loaded for the Tornadoes. The 1-0 pitch swung and missed with the ball in the dirt by Nolan Kelliker, trying to make something happen there. And the 0-2 pitch to Kelliker. Swung on and grounded to the second baseman. Nope, first baseman Lancaster fields it and does not have a play as Kelliker gets down the line quickly. And that's going to be a single, an infield hit, and it knocks in a run. His brother Ethan Kelliker from third base to make the score 4-0. Dover leads Indian Valley.
Nice job by Cole to make a play, but nobody there to cover the bags.
First pitch from Guspet is strike 1. To Brandon Shepler, left-handed batter for the Tornadoes. The 0-1 pitch just missed. In the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-0 Dover. Ball in the dirt for ball 2. 1 for 3 on the day with a single. 2-1 pitch of Tornadoes. The wind and the pitch. Gonna hit the batter, and that's gonna force in another run for the 2-0 Dover here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Tornadoes are now batted around here in the inning. McGarry led off the inning by grounding back to the pitcher Coachman at the time for out number 1. They got it back around. Guspet. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch now from Guspet. Just outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Connor McGarry. McGarry is 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out, reached on an error, and grounded out to the pitcher. Now he flies one out to make it 7-0. Dover leads Indian Valley. Increase the lead to 7-0. Dover over Indian Valley. 6 big runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
6 runs all after an error with 2 outs. There's, like we said, sometimes when you get those.
Now a shot down the right field line by Dumermuth. That's going to score another run, and McGarry rounds third, and now is being held up at third as Brandon Shepler comes in and scores from second base off of the single from Matt Dumermuth for run number 8 here of the ball game and 7 of the inning. It's going to be an RBI double for Dumermuth. Now he's going to bring in Tyler Little, the first baseman. He flew out to the center fielder as the third baseman has a trouble handling it. Now they're going to get him run down in a pickle, and it looks like they're going to get Dumermuth in between second and third for the final out. But mercifully, after 9-0 and after 6, back with the 7th after this.
County, Keim Home Center is laundry appliance brands such as General Electric, Whirlpool, Speed Queen, and much more. Our sales and service teams can help with product selection, delivery, installation, ongoing maintenance, and repair. Give us a call or stop by today. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 5 years, I have been recognized as one of the top 5 producers in the state of Ohio, according to the Ohio Association of Realtors. I am honored to receive such recognition, and I owe it all to the members of this community who have trusted me or sold, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Top of the 7th inning. Dover leads 9-0 over the Indian Valley Braves. They explode for 8 big runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, all after 2 outs in an error by Gavin Henry. So all 8 runs are going to be unearned. Pop out. And it led to 8 big runs after that. So the score now Dover 9, Indian Valley nothing. Top is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. He's going to be followed by Lucas Hagan and Trevor Myers, the bottom third of the order for the Braves. 13 big strikeouts on strike 1.
If the Braves would have got out of that inning 1-0, you still had a fighting chance. But with Aiden Hall, when you're down 9-0, that's a pretty big hill.
That's a huge hill to climb as he fires in strike number 2, a swing and a miss by Bircher. He's in a hole now, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch from Hall. Be high and outside for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch from Hall to Bircher. Going to be strike 3 called for out number 1 here in the 7th. Strikeout number 14 on the game for Aiden Hall. That's going to bring in Lucas Hagan. Actually, Landon Green going to bat now. Hardy cut there by Green, but it comes up empty. Now on the miss for strike 2.
Hall come into this game with 54 strikeouts on the season.
And he's going to be pushing 70 after this game. We'll see what the final total is. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. That's 15 strikeouts now for Aiden Hall in the ballgame.
Does ERA come to this game?
0.96.
0.98.
98.
Close.
Oh, that's close. That ball is roped down the line by number 10, Trevor Myers, but just foul for strike 1. It's only going to go down after 7. If he can get out of here giving up no runs, his ERA will go down from that 0.96. Is that what you said? 0.98?
0.98.
Ooh, nice off-speed pitch for strike 2. Now the Braves are down to their final strike here in the ball game. And the 0-2 pitch from the right-hander Hall. Curveball, strike 3 called, and that will do it as Aiden Hall strikes out the side. Center post-game show in our McInturf.
The pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves!
Make your dream home a reality with Designer Stone Company in Port Washington. They offer granite and quartz countertops, custom made to fit your home. Explore Designer's showroom to discover the possibilities for your new kitchen or bath. The Designer Stone Company is on Facebook and conveniently located on State Route 36 in Port Washington.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
Are you looking for a local propane supplier? TMK Valley Propane would like to offer you our hassle-free guarantee. We can provide you excellent service with automatic fill options, budget plans, and easy delivery. Let TMK show you how we take the hassle out of your winter heating needs. Give us a call today for a free site evaluation, 330-897-3911.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Located in the rolling hills of Holmes County, Keim Home Center is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. And we are now offering appliances. At Keim, you'll find major kitchen and laundry appliance brands such as General Electric, Whirlpool, Speed Queen, and much more. Our sales and service teams can help with product selection, delivery, installation, ongoing maintenance, and repair. Give us a call or stop by today. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler here in our Keim Home Center post-game show as the Dover Tornadoes knock off the Indian Valley Braves 9-0 on the right arm of this guy standing in front of me, our McInturf Realty player of the game. Aiden, you did a little bit of everything today. You got some big hits at the plate. You did most of your damage on the mound today. You went the distance, got the win. 16 big strikeouts for you. You did have the 5 walks. We'll get to those in a moment, but talk about what was working.
So I started working my curveball in and getting that first pitch strike right away with that and just focusing on getting ahead, and that's what I did. But I had a couple walks that I'd like to get back, but it is what it is. It was a nice win.
For sure. And you helped yourself in the first inning. You got on base. You came around and scored the lone run at the plate.
I was just focusing on seeing something middle in, and then I finally got that middle in fastball and took it up the middle and got 2 runs.
Into the 6th inning, and we didn't say anything about it on the air. We just looked at each other, and I said, man, he doesn't have any hits yet. And, does the teammates talk to you about that? Does the coaches say anything to you, or just kind of leave you alone?
They try to hide it so I don't think more into it and then let up on a pitch and get a hit. But I left a curveball up that I wish I had back. I had him 0-2, I think.
Absolutely. So you're not going to be on the mound again probably till tournament time. What's Coach been saying to you about the tournament coming up next week?
I'll take no one for granted. It's a tournament. It's baseball. Anyone can upset us. And
Tornadoes gets the win on the mound and has a great day at the plate as well for the Tornadoes. Back with head coach Jeff Fondress after this with our Keim Home Center postgame show with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 5 years, I have been recognized as one of the top 5 producers in the state of Ohio, according to the Ohio Association of Realtors. I am honored to receive such recognition, and I owe it all to the members of this community who have trusted me for over 30 years online at McInturfRealty.net.
And superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden-Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves!
Welcome back to Dover City Park. Joe Geckler in our Keim Home Center postgame show. I'm here with Dover head coach Jeff Fondress. And Coach, what a game. You go all the way up to the 6th inning. You're leading 1-0. You get the run back in the 1st inning. Aiden Hall does his work on the mound, and then you score 8 big runs there in the 6th inning. Talk about, first of all, Aiden's performance on the mound for you.
Well, Aiden, I didn't think it was pitch count, but, he was amped up tonight, and he finally settled in there in the 5th, 6th, and 7th, and really, what do you say when he strikes out 16? we don't have much work to do behind him, so he was tremendous.
For sure, and he gives up the 5 big walks. We talked to him as our Back and Turf Realty player of the game, and 5 walks there and that 1 hit there in the 6th inning. He had a no-no going into the 6th and gave up a 2-out single to Cole Lancaster, but great work by him on the mound and also at the plate. He did a nice job at the plate, scored the lone run all the way up to the 6th inning, and had a nice
kind of swung the doors open for us.
Absolutely. And Coach, your message to your team after this?
All the little things we weren't particularly sharp executing bunts tonight. We got to clean a lot of stuff up to play good Division I schools coming forward. So we'll work on that this next week and be ready to go.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations on the big win.
All right, thank you.
That's Jeff Fondress joining us here on our Keim Home Center postgame show, and we'll be back to wrap it up just after.
Designer Stone Company in Port Washington. They offer granite and quartz countertops, custom made to fit your home. Explore Designer's showroom to discover the possibilities for your new kitchen or bath. The Designer Stone Company is on Facebook and conveniently located on State Route 36 in Port Washington.
Again here in our Hartshorse Quality Housing mobile studios, and Shannon, what a great performance there by Aiden Hall on the mound. We talked to him as our Back and Turf Realty player of the game, and
I don't know how you can't be happy. I mean, sure. I'd be tickled to death to get 16 strikeouts, but runs, you couldn't ask much more out of a pitcher.
Absolutely, like you mentioned during the broadcast, come in with a .98 ERA. Didn't give up any that error with 2 outs.
Yeah, I know Gavin's probably not really happy with himself, and the Braves, that kind of took the wind out of their sail, Cale Coachman pitched a great game against, Dover up to that. They come in this week, they're tired, they're a little banged up. He did a great job, but once that error happened, it just steamrolled out of control right there, and they could never get in that game for 6 innings.
Sure.
I mean, then once the error happened, the points, but can't take nothing away from Dover. They stay calm. They did what they had to do. Indian Valley will go back, they'll regroup, they'll get their pitching things situated out, and they'll both head into the tournament, and I look for both teams to do big things.
It's going to be a fun tournament run coming up starting next week. And, of course, Big Z Sports will announce their tournament run and tournament games that they will do here coming up over the next. Claxon Communications today, Lydia Brady and Greg Perkins behind the camera here today. Of course, Casey Claxon and the whole crew all season long has done a great job giving you the sights and sound. Agency, Wood Electric, the Keim Home Center, Mac and Turf Realty, U.S. Bagging, and, so long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to tonight's presentation of Big Z Sports and Claxon Communication High School play-by-play action. Be sure to subscribe to Big Z Sports on YouTube, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports. For the best coverage of high school sports, there's only one Big Z Sports.